KILR Killer Game.
Hello gamers, simmers, and pilots. I am the Killer Gamer, and welcome to the World Tour featuring Terminal Reality's Fly 2, the sequel to the first Fly. It is one that needs a lot of love. The first Fly is fantastic. It's great. The second one is very bare bones. Very bare bones, where the first Fly came, at least the Fly 2K, which is kind of like a deluxe edition. It came with 4 CD-ROMs, one for the program, one for charts and maps, one for scenery, and then there is like an extra one that's got like 737s and 747s or something on there. When we look at Fly 2, there's only one disc in here. So, and it's not a DVD. And so that tells you right there that there is, other than like maybe San Francisco, there's like no scenery anywhere. There's airports, and some don't have taxiways. But other than that, it's barren all the way through. However, there is a community, at least at one time, that created scenery. Using, this is open-ended, so it's kind of like X-Plane, where it was depending upon the community to help build it up. And so there are some people. Mainly, there's this gentleman called Wayne Roberts, or named Wayne Roberts, who did quite a bit of scenery for Fly 2. And so we're going to be featuring quite a bit of that. And I know he did O'Hare. I'm not sure if he did the airport that we're going to today. That could have been someone else, but it'll be in the description. As far as who actually put together the scenery. And the airport that we're at, I actually did the scenery for. Now, I'm not the greatest scenery designer, but, I can plop some buildings down and some trees and, call it good. I'll look at a satellite image and just, try to get stuff kind of in the, general area. I mean, we're going to fly here and leave, so it's not like it needs to be completely perfect. But something is better than nothing. I mean, otherwise it'd just be runways. There'd be no buildings, nothing. It would just look completely flat. The other thing about this is the only way that I can get this to work is on Windows 7, and that's problematic because it's a 16-bit program that is looking for Windows 98, Me, or 2000. It should work on XP, but when you try to run it on a 64-bit operating system, well, good luck. This is the only way I've been able to get it to work. VMware, nope, because it does not have the type of 3D graphics that it's looking for. The one that it comes with, the SVGA VMware or whatever, it's a mess. It doesn't work. And then PC emulator, it's not fast enough. This thing's looking for a Pentium 2 between 333 megahertz and 500 megahertz, and PC emulator does not go that high. And if it did, we wouldn't have a computer fast enough. It's barely fast enough to do a Pentium 1 at 233 megahertz. That's assuming that you've got like over 4 gigahertz speed on an i7 with... I don't think the graphics card matters much. I'm sure it matters some, but I think it's mainly processing power. But still. But despite all that, there's a lot to like on this, and it just requires a little TLC, a little tender loving care, a little bit of customization, and you know, you can kind of make it your own. And that's what we're doing on this series. Looking for fun ways to, you know, play around with this and follow the same flight plan that we're doing on the other simulators. So with that in mind, where is it that we are headed? Well, let me go ahead and pull up a map here. Not approved for real world navigation. Ain't that the truth? So we're here. It's hard to read this, but this is DuPage, and we're heading over to this airport right here, which is Aurora Municipal. And we can go ahead and clear that. Now we don't have our flight plan set up, so let's go ahead and set up our flight plan. That's our previous one that we had. So we're going to put in here DPA. There's DuPage. Everything is ready to go. Not quite sure where we're sitting at. It's moved us, but let's take a look at the spot plane here and see just where it placed us. Okay, so it just placed us a little bit away from where we were. No big deal. And if you haven't watched the other episodes yet, you may notice a little bit of a flashing. The game does not actually do that. That's the recording software. I've explained it in the other 2 episodes. It's... I can't run it. If I was able to run it in window mode, I wouldn't have this problem. But there's no option to do that. There's no way to force it. I'm stuck having to record it in full screen mode, and the recording software just doesn't like it. So I'm making use of an overlay. It just takes a little extra time, but I'm putting an overlay over like the controls and the menu, so that way I'm trying to minimize the flashing as much as possible. All right, so we are all set to go, I believe. We'll go ahead and get this started. Okay, we are on, we are rolling. We're going to tune in the Aurora VOR, which is very easy to do. We go here to Flight Plan, go to Directory, change this to Navaids, and then we can type it in here. And that's right, there is nothing at Aurora. I thought there was one. That's okay. On the vector map, this gives us a general direction on which way we need to go. So we got, I don't know, I think of that kind of like a GPS. I mean, there is a GPS thing here, and I have not been able to figure out how that works just yet. Oh, but it does have a, oh, that's DuPage waypoint. Yeah, it's like the buttons that are here don't quite match up with some of the other things that it's been talking about. Wait a minute, what are the... I thought I saw something for other pages. Where did I see that? Knob, okay. Oh, interesting. There's other buttons right above it. Uh-huh. Okay. I thought these were the only buttons. Apparently there's like little tiny ones up there or something. That's interesting. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get our control tower ATC stuff going here. Open our IFR plan.
DPA radio 505 Sierra Papa. Would you open my IFR flight plan at this time?
No, there's not a way to change that voice.
Sierra Papa. DPA radio. We have you off at 0630 Zulu, and we'll open your flight plan at this time.
Keep forgetting I gotta contact ATIS. Well, sometimes, some places you do, and some places you don't.
DPA arrival information, Sierra 1800 Zulu, automated weather observation. Wind 300 at 13 knots with gust 214 knots. Visibility 9 miles. Few clouds at 1,000 feet. Temperature is 10 degrees. Dew point is 4 degrees. Altimeter is 29.80. Notice to airmen. Departures contact clearance delivery 119.75. Prior to taxi. Advise on initial contact you have information. Sierra DPA arrival information.
And also, there is real-world data that I've put in here. I just took an existing meter file that was being used on the first fly simulator, and then I just go in there, look for the airport, and just change the data on it, and then I load that in here. I've done that on Flight Simulator 98, and you know, it's a way to get real-world data in here. It's a manual way to do it. There's not an automatic way, but you know, hey, whatever works. I just contacted ATIS. Look at this. Contact ATIS first. I did. Alright, well, we'll just... You can really go in whatever order you want, honestly. I'm going to do ground control.
DPA ground 50505005 Sierra Papa. DPA ground. Taxi to runway 19 left and hold short.
Yeah, they don't give you a chance to finish your sentence.
5 Sierra Papa, roger. Taxi to runway 19 left and hold short.
And you get arrows that will lead you to the runway that you need to go to. And the first one tends to be flying up in the air. Wait a minute, this is taking us in a whole different direction here. Is it? I don't know. I'm going around in circles. There it is, okay. Now we can go in and do like 3 layers of clouds. There's no snow. I don't know if there are seasonal textures or not. You can select the month, you know, the day and the month, but I don't know if that changes the textures or not. I guess we'll find out eventually as we're flying. But there's no snow. There's no option for snow. But there is rain, and then you got like different levels of intensity. And you can add lightning. Which is definitely pretty cool. And it is daytime. The sun is not going down. I don't know why the lights are on. They just happen to be on. Again, an itch on the side. I think I'm trying to do a video. Stop itching. This is like taking us the long way around, apparently. Okay, so another thing, as a little bit of a warning, the simulator does tend to crash unexpectedly. For the purposes of the video, I won't show the crash, but I will let you know what happened.
5 Sierra Papa DPA ground. Contact tower at 120.90.
And I'll have like a flyby transition or something.
5 Sierra Papa, Roger. Contact tower at 125 Sierra Papa DPA ground. Good day. DPA tower 505 Sierra Papa. Request takeoff 505 Sierra Papa DPA tower. Clear for takeoff. Wind 13 knots at 300 with gusts to 14 knots. 5 Sierra Papa, Roger. Clear for takeoff.
And we are off. one thing's for sure, if I was able to play this on PC emulator, it would not be this smooth. Sort of see the subdivision back there. See that?
DPA tower. Contact departure at 133.50. Good day. 50 Papa, Roger. Contact departure at 133.50.
Got some clouds that popped up, so it's bringing in the weather for Aurora that I have programmed in there. Oh, and it disappeared. So just in case you were wondering, no, the game did not crash. I just did a game save. I want to try to save my progress as I go along. That way if it does crash, it won't be that hard to pick it back up again. The ground texture is relatively nice, I think. Well, we're getting close. go ahead and contact approach. Huh. That's not the right one. We want approach control 4. Huh. Maybe there's not... I think it's multi-com there.
50 Papa 9 mile southwest and 35 Sierra Papa DPA departure. Roger.
I guess we'll use multi-com. Oh, there's the airport right there.
KRR Unicom 5050 Papa 2 miles northeast and 3,000 feet.
Okay, we're gonna turn around and land on runway 9. What are we, downwind, upwind? I always get those confused.
KRR Unicom 5050 Papa turning downwind.
Need to hook those view controls up to my control stick here. What is that? There's like white stuff flashing over here. Those might actually be some of those radio towers or whatever they are. Okay, that looks good enough.
KRR Unicom 5050 Papa turning base.
There it is. see some of the scenery that this guy did. There's some trees over here. There's some trees and some houses over here. And we'll just pull off right here.
KRR Unicom 5050 Papa departed active runway.
I just wish the resolution could be a little better. I hope the video is recording smoothly. I'm looking at the video recording and it looks kind of choppy. If it's choppy, that's not how the game is at the moment. It is running smoothly. I'm glad that after all these years, these files are still available to download. Okay, now the texture's doing some weird stuff over there. That's looking pretty horrific. I blame the that's not the recording software. That really is doing that, but I think it's just trying to play this on a modern day system. I think that's what's causing that. And this is supposed to be a parking area, and it looks like something that's about ready to eat us alive. And it crashed. I had a feeling it was going to crash. Well, darn it, I was hoping to get close to those planes and take a look at it, but oh well. Well, we'll go ahead and we'll end that right here. I knew I shouldn't have gone over here. That's okay. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed this flight. And if you did, go ahead and leave a thumbs up. I would appreciate that. And subscribe if you haven't already. And that notification bell, if you ring that, you'll get notified when the next video is uploaded to the channel. But other than that, thanks so much for watching. And I'll see you on the next leg of our journey.